Today, the moon continues in Aquarius. Things have been heating up all week as we've headed toward this exact conjunction of Mars, planet of action and movement, and having to release the pressure that has built up, conjunct coming together with Uranus, the planet of shakeup, unexpected developments, sparks, lightning bolts, things that really bring or introduce something new into our experience. So these two energies coming together can really make things flare up in different ways. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Friday, July 3rd. Really interesting that we have the moon still in Aquarius most of the day today, Pacific time, and the exact conjunction of Mars and Uranus taking place just about 11:08 p.m. Pacific time, and then at 11:29, just 11:30 p.m. Pacific time, the moon goes from Aquarius to Pisces. So what that means is that the exact Mars-Uranus conjunction happens with the moon in the anaretic degree of Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus. So it's hard to say exactly what that means or what it will bring, but I can say that there's some intensity here in terms of not just things flaring up, but flaring up in a very symbolic way, in a way that is potent and meaningful for the collective. So things happening, things coming into our awareness, whether that, and it is through some sort of surprise or unexpected development, a shift, and it could be a shock, something shocking. It could be in a good way, it could be in a bad way. It's hard to say exactly what will happen, but the point is these energies really bring that feeling of the pressure having built up, and then all of a sudden the plates shift, like the tectonic plates, and that pressure that has built up is going to find its outlet. And will that solve all of our problems? Probably not, but we do have the strong potential. Well, we've had this building all this week and it will continue all next week, but this moment of this exact conjunction has this potency to it, to the point where something, I would be surprised actually if something didn't shift in unexpected ways. So expect the unexpected, and also that potency of Mars action, right? So Mars is where we need to take action. It's where we have that impulse to do something about what we're frustrated about what is in our way, like the urge, the impulse to push through the roadblocks, and that life force energy, that will, that drive that we have that says, you will not stop me. I'm going to complete my goal, my task, whatever that is. Again, good, bad, indifferent, it doesn't matter. The point is that that Mars energy is pushing through. And with the Uranus shift, there is this strong energy of something opening up, something changing in ways that really introduce the new, that introduce the possibilities that we really couldn't see before because we were kind of limited by our own experience or our own thinking. And I do want to emphasize that even though the exact conjunction is at 11:08 p.m. Pacific time, give or take a few seconds, what it's saying is that that is the potency, and that potency can be expressed. Again, it's a time period, a time frame. So the days leading up to the exact conjunction, the days following the exact conjunction, things could unfold in unexpected ways, almost like aftershocks uh, from an earthquake, that we don't know the exact timing. We don't know how it's all going to exactly happen. It will almost certainly not be one thing. I mean, it could be, I don't know, right? But it doesn't have to be one thing that changes everything. It can be a lot of little things. It can be sort of a collective feeling of, I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm not going to put up with this anymore. Like some of that kind of energy is bursting through, is finding its way through. Again, with the moon at the very final degree and final minutes, even of that degree of Aquarius, something is coming to the surface for completion. This feeling of reckoning that's been a theme really of the whole week with the potent Capricorn full moon we had on Monday. That was sort of the beginning of this process of the shift happening. So two things I want to say. One is that after the moon is done being in Aquarius, it will go into Pisces. And my time, at least, it will go into Pisces before the end of the day, Friday. And that means all day, Saturday, July 4th, it'll be in Pisces. And Pisces is the energy of universal love. It's the open-hearted experience of interconnectedness. If we are choosing that experience of universal connectedness and the feeling of love, and we're all in this together. The other choice, I mean, it's always a choice, right? So we can choose that experience of feeling connected, feeling a sense of belonging, and that we're in this together. Or it could be just confusing. The energy of Pisces can also be just the fog that makes us feel turned around. We don't know what direction we're going. We can't find the guideposts that normally orient us because they're obscured by the fog. We might get lost. We might be deluded. We might be, following some replacement for a real spiritual connection, something like that feel good, quick fix thing, whether it's an addictive substance or something in your life that is just providing that that temptation or that feeling of like, okay, this is going to make everything feel better, but not actually really address the problem. So that is what we need to watch for with the Pisces moon over the weekend. But bringing all of this back to self-care, and how do you manage your own self-care when you're supposed to be expecting the unexpected? Well, as always, I would say stay grounded within yourself. We just had this week Jupiter going into Leo, bringing a reminder that you are the center of your own self. And when you look for answers outside of yourself, that's when you might experience that feeling of powerlessness or getting lost or feeling confused. So bring it back to your center, bring it back to your truth. Bring it back to what is true and right and meaningful for you. Find your people that you feel connected to. Find your people who support who you are, and recognize that there is strength in your togetherness with your people, that together you form a force to be reckoned with, because this is reckoning, right? So we are reckoning with our own truth, and that truth must be reckoned with by the collective. The collective must reckon with the truth of the experience of the individual. So I know that's getting pretty deep and esoteric, but just bringing it back to take a deep breath. You've got this. Trust yourself. Listen, right? Listen to your true self. Tune out the noise around you, the things that make you feel frightened or confused. Just tune that out. Come back to your own inner truth and your own inner navigation system. What is your wisdom, your inner wisdom, and your deeper truth telling you? How can you listen to that and make choices and decisions in your life from that place, from your own self trust, your knowing of what is true and right for you? So, bringing it back to that might help us navigate through these times, stay grounded, right? When things are shaking up and moving in unpredictable ways, it's always good to find those places where things are, uh, what we can count on, and finding the ground beneath us again, finding your people, having that sense of confirmation that we're in this together, and feeling that togetherness, really. So those are my thoughts for today, and stay true to yourself. We've got this. This is all about change and what we make of the changes that are unfolding. So hopefully that gives you something to hold on to and keep yourself together, keep yourself strong, keep yourself remembering that you're on this path for a reason, and you're just going to keep going. All right. Thank you for being here. I am Marina Orms. You can book a reading with me at astrologyheals.com for that deeper support. And and I wanted to share too that I posted a really, really meaningful interview that I did with a wonderful astrologer named Moon Zlotnick. And Moon does death charts. So if you're interested in learning about how astrology can support the grief process, or even if you're not interested, you might find this interesting, because we're all facing grief at some point in our lives, and just having this reminder that everything is there for a reason, and there is a bigger picture, and how we can connect with that story of our loved ones who have passed, or how to prepare for that moment when it does happen. Really, really meaningful conversation with Moon. So that is available on my YouTube channel as well. Thanks so much for being here. And astrologyheals.com is my website. And I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.